It's the bat. That's even better if it's muted.
It's fine, it's not muted, go.
Hello! If you couldn't tell by the secret Batman here, today we're playing Batman Everybody Lies.
That's how Batman
Jesus
Christ!
Batman what?
Oh no, it's crime! Oh,
I've experienced a crime! And
Hello, it's me, crime.
And now we're going to solve that crime that just happened.
That was the representation of Batman's parents being murdered.
Wow,
Wow.
great. What a great way to kick off this Thursday stream. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Yeah, we're here to play. Am I introducing this? I'm the one that's played this. All right.
Yes, we're playing Batman Everybody Lies.
Everybody Lies.
Has been sent to us by Portal Games. It is a spin-off to the Detective a Modern Crime
Detective
board
a Modern Crime board game.
which is by the same people, right? By Ignacy Trezovic?
Shivchik, Veronica Spira.
Spira.
So yeah, for those who haven't played Detective, it's a game that uses a companion app, which is why you can see in this corner here, we have a computer screen, and we are using the companion app. And we also
Wheels'
have
favourite
these body
thing,
bits.
companion apps.
You love companion apps. So yeah, so in Detective it was a police database. Here it is
That's cool.
just a database of stuff from Gotham.
Well,
you
it's
know?
A bat database.
What's Batman's
Batcave.
horrible spy software called?
The
Not
Batware.
Jarvis.
Not Jarvis.
Yeah.
the one that Morgan Freeman blows up at the end.
Yeah, I don't know if it's got a name. It's probably just called sadboypc.com.
Sadboypc.com has not sponsored this stream, but if they're interested, please give us a message. Yeah, so we're going to be playing as different characters like Warren Spacey and Catwoman and
Everyone's
Harvey Bullock.
favourite character,
Ooh.
Warren Spacey. Catwoman's cool though.
Yeah.
And Vicky Vale.
We can all fight over Catwoman. Everyone else can just have to pick up the dregs.
And there's two very fun things about this stream that's going to make it very exciting. The first one is that if you're worried about spoilers, don't, because we are going to be playing the prologue.
Yeah.
Which means we're not going to be cracking into the main cases. We're just going to be playing the prologue. It's going to introduce how the game works. It's going to give you an idea of what it's like. and we get to do a fun stream, but we're not going to spoil any of the missions for you if you want to grab it for yourself. The second fun thing is, if you want to grab it for yourself, but maybe you can't for whatever reason, don't worry about that either, because we have 3 copies to give away that we will be dropping at points throughout this stream. One early, one right in the middle, and one later towards the end. So stick around. Even if you don't win the first 1 or 2, there might be another one in it for you.
And it's not out yet, so you might be one of the very first people to have it. So yeah, like Will said, we're playing the prologue. I think it's shorter and easier. It's basically a tutorial.
Yeah,
but it means that we're not going to give anything away. I think this should last us. It's meant to take about half an hour, but because we're streaming and probably goofing around, it'll probably take us an hour or so. And then the proper full things are like 2 to 3 hours each.
Ooh.
But we're not going to spoil those. You can do those yourself.
Secrets.
Yeah.
Secrets.
All right, should we get stuck in?
Yeah. We need to pick our characters first, do we?
That's the first order. I'm going to go shut the door, which I forgot to do.
It's really giving a good level of like church-like echo, though.
Yeah.
While he's gone, we can pick our characters.
So I was just up in the excitement.
Yes, that'll
I'm going to
happen.
grab my water. We'll be back in a second.
That's all right. You get last
It's good to
picks
stay
on
hydrated.
character.
Batman approves of staying hydrated.
Who do you want to be?
Yeah. Okay, go for
I'll take
Catwoman
Catwoman.
then. Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm going to go for the second best character, Vicky Vale.
Vicky Vale.
Also Vicky Vale, the journalist. So
Nice.
Also believe, because I've played the very start of this prologue before, we need Vicky Vale. So yeah, but the good news is, if you're a fan of Harvey Bullock and/or Warren Spacey, the other characters in this game, the characters you don't play as, they become informants, so you can still use their powers.
Yeah, that's very cool.
The powers are all relatively samey. We'll get onto how this is actually played when we're playing it, but they basically do the same thing, but with different symbols. We'll pick a character.
There's what's
Harvey
left.
or Warren?
Harvey or Warren?
Yes, my 2 uncles.
Your rights? What rights? Don't know about that one.
I mean, the police are bad in Batman as they are in real life.
Yes.
So I mean, true to life. I think Harvey Bullock not a good guy in the Batman comics. Like,
Warren Spacey is a journalist by the looks of things.
Yes, I think that's right.
Close
Vicky
to home,
Vale
I
and
don't
Warren
mind throwing
Spacey.
Spin him off.
So me and Matt are journalists, and you are Catwoman.
I'm a criminal who collects cats.
Vigilante criminal.
So yeah, Harvey Bullock becomes our informant.
Give me my
So we
diamond.
can still use his power, but we have our own powers as well. All right. So.
Oh, she's not even a vigilante, is she? She's just a criminal.
I'm just a criminal.
Just a burglar.
I'm just trying to do good. I hang out with Batman.
I was wondering if
sometimes.
there was like a little
fun.
intro to this in the book. I don't think there is. I think it's all on this introduction page, which, if you'd be so kind to open and to read,
Envelope.
It hasn't even opened
get
yet.
us going.
You ready?
Get
Do you need
the-
to put a
get the
character in
peeling
first or open
ASMR.
this first? Okay.
You can open it. I think you're technically meant to pick your characters after, but it'll be fine. This is,
Ooh, that was me
You
trying to get the
trying to get
ASMR to the mic,
Yeah, I
not
was-
just leaning in awkwardly.
Oh my goodness.
it's the Batman.
It actually has, you know what, I was trying to figure out what kind of tone we're going for, but it reminds me of the animated series the most.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's definitely, yeah. I mean, it's not pictures of Robert Pattinson and whoever the thing in that is.
Right, we've got a couple of voices to go with here.
Okay.
We've got you, which is us. Then we've also got...
Well, this is Vicky Vale speaking.
Oh, okay, you're Vicky
Go on,
Vale.
Vicky.
All right. It's pathetic, really. What kind of man picks up women at a funeral?
You ask.
Oh, no good, Vicky. Everyone knows Wayne's your ex, and you're writing an expose against Wayne Enterprises just isn't going to hold enough weight. Maybe hand the project off to Spacey.
Your editor-in-chief, Mario.
Oh, sorry.
It's no good, Vicky. I can't actually read it at that angle. Your editor-in-chief, Mario Ito, usually has a good sense about these things. That doesn't mean it's any less frustrating. Suddenly, one of your interns from Gotham City
Gothy
University
City.
comes through Ito's door, out of breath.
As Brian Blessed plays.
Vicky! Karen's alive!
What?
You ask. And whose name you've honestly forgotten.
How could you forget them?
Well, everyone just like, oh, you mean Brian Blessed? Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's fair.
Once the shock wears off and you gain your composure, you're able to make a few phone calls. You find out that Karen Sinclair, your friend and colleague, who was declared dead last week, was discovered in the early morning near her own grave.
Whoa.
She was beaten, cut up, obviously tortured. Okay, there's the tone. And mentally exhausted. Her mother said Karen called her an hour before that, but she didn't believe it was her. She was convinced her daughter was dead. Maybe Karen wanted to see for herself if it was true. So the implication is that she might have faked her own death here. The funeral was on Friday, 2 days ago. She had been missing for 2 weeks. The initial investigation... Wait, hold on. If she's been missing, so did they do an assumed dead funeral then?
You've got to think so.
After
Although that's very
weeks.
fast.
Quite quick. They really.
Wow.
The police in the city do suck, don't they?
Yeah, I mean,
She's been
Gotham
missing
City-
3 days. She's dead.
Also, there's a lot of crime, so at some point you just got to be more efficient.
I imagine she was just like, I don't know, queer, neurodiverse, or a sex worker, and they were like, oh, she's got a dangerous lifestyle, so we'll just not give her crap.
Wow.
Her mother... Oh, wait, where were we? Yeah, there we go. Missing for 2 weeks. The initial investigation showed that Karen had been attacked by criminals in the Diamond District. But Batman intervened, saved Karen, and pursued the criminals while contacting the GCPD about Karen's location. When the officers arrived, they discovered that she was no longer there, and it was assumed that she had been abducted. Do you want to start narrating?
You want me to start
Yeah,
narrating?
go ahead. I've read a lot now.
A week later, the police released a report supporting her abduction by a serial killer, Barton Mathis, known as the Dollmaker.
I knew it!
You yell as you rent Mario's office without knocking.
I'm an actor,
You were
Will.
like, I know about the Dollmaker. I'm a big Batman
well, this
fan.
is like, I'm an actor.
Yeah.
Like, you were
Yeah.
really drawn into that.
Yeah, I was completely convinced. Oscar goes to...
You yell as you re-enter Mario's office without knocking.
They declared her dead way too quickly. I mean, yeah, we were literally just saying that. Someone
You did
lied,
know it.
or at least obfuscated the truth to protect someone else. We need to call the police and...
Wait, that's me again. I already called, Mario says. They claim that the Dollmaker must have had her hidden somewhere and was able to keep her alive. She was lucky to have escaped.
We're the aliens.
Well, you can be the intern.
Oh, is it the same intern?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
wait.
The mayor is on line 1, Mario.
Yeah, it is.
Can I transfer the call?
The intern's voice interrupts through the phone on Mario's desk.
It does.
You put him through, he says to the intercom on the phone. Vicky, I'm your friend too. We'll talk about this later.
Look, I know your friend just showed up after being dead for 2 weeks, but
I got
please, I've got an
things to
appointment at 3.
Oh my lord. Okay, rules changes. Put the investigation token on space 5.
Yes, so this is the Batman symbol.
Oh, it's got like
We've
a little...
lost that much.
Is that 5? Oh,
That's
4.
invested. This is the time, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I think we're trying to get to this.
So is it evidence? Hey,
Yeah,
hey, hey.
that goes there, I think.
That's
is the
a
point.
No.
gain 1.
This is the investigation
That's a
token.
separate bullet point. I apologise.
Yes. How dare you?
Okay,
So,
1
yes.
for us.
Look, the first time Matt tried to play this, he didn't know he had to
I didn't
open
open the envelope, so
so
I've never seen that before.
I don't think he's got any legs to stand on.
We were very confused.
One of the players must play as Vicky Vale.
It's me.
Excellent.
She's done it.
Goal of the case, find out who kidnapped Karen.
Well,
It was
okay.
probably a retail worker who she complained about. Okay. Special rules. The game begins with Vicky Vale pursuing the goal. As the game progresses, other characters will join the game through cards 001 brackets Catwoman, 002 brackets Bullock, and 003 Spacey.
That's me.
By the way, this was at the offices of the Gotham City Gazette on October the 3rd at 8:45 a.m.
That's important to know.
That is important to know.
Okay, further leads.
Yes.
We can visit Karen in the hospital in downtown, visit the GCPD to check the files from Karen's case at GCPD headquarters, and examine Karen's computer and notes at her desk in the Gotham City Gazette offices, which is where we already are.
Yeah, we are already there. Should we go there first?
Yeah,
So
so,
003.
Presumably that'll bring me in as well.
now we're
Yeah.
into the game proper. So the way that the
Okay.
game works is when you choose a further lead like this, so where are we going? Sorry?
Just sticking around the Gazette, I
I'm
think.
going to the Gazette. Okay.
Yeah.
You move this. For some reason, it's a Zeppelin.
I only
You
travel
travel
via
by
blimp.
Zeppelin, yeah.
I don't know about you lot.
My
I'm a
blimp's
big
parked
blimp fan.
outside. Let's pop it.
Like all journalists
There are
traveling via
there are a
blimp.
lot of blimps in Batman Iconography.
There are. but not that. Like normally, it's the villains in blimps or like rich billionaires.
Is my blimp.
It's almost always a blimp with a big message on it from a sports game that has been kidnapped.
Yes.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going there, and that means we then move this up.
We're already there.
Every time we move a location or move to a location, you spend time. So that's what that track.
Can we stay in the same location and not spend the time?
Well, the further leads will take you to somewhere else, basically. So
We're already in the
Gotham
Gotham City
Gazette
Gazette.
map you.
Yes, but it's different. You're following a lead.
We went to a different office.
We had to get out, get in the blimp, and then do a circle.
We blimped around the building to get to the other side.
So
Blimp
now we're
parking
reading
is
from
a
this
nightmare.
deck here. So you're finding
Okay.
card number 3, 003. I think
Are we meant to be here, the location?
Oh, yeah, no, sorry, I put this on the wrong one. These are for the
we're
other
doing it
cases.
properly.
We don't do
Okay. Right, let's keep that there.
Remember
what we're doing?
Just the image.
That's just the image.
Just the image. Okay, all right.
Okay, so those are our leads. We going in here then?
Yes,
So we
so
want
if
card
you
number
find
3.
card number 3.
Okay.
So yeah, this is basically how the game works. You choose a place to go to based on your leads, you read the card, and then the card will give you stuff.
Okay.
So it could be scenes, which we'll get onto. It could be personal goals, which are new, I think, in this versus detective. Or it could just be stuff that you need to know about who did what.
It says on the back that each character has their own unique goal that they're trying to achieve, as well as.
Accurate.
Oh, we should
It's
pick
not
our
just-
characters and stuff. Yeah, we need to do
Oh,
our
God,
goals.
yeah.
So
I
this
haven't
won't come in
looked.
yet. So we're Vicky Vale, Catwoman, and Spacey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, so the companion app. Oh, I'm hitting continue. And nothing's happening.
Are you actually clicking or are you just tapping? Oh, move over to the left. You might be right clicking.
Oh, is it a split pad? Anyway, you can start reading because we won't need this just yet.
Okay.
So I can work this out as we go.
Vicky, I know Karen's your friend. Maybe that's exactly why you should leave this case to the police.
That's probably
says Mario
why.
Ito.
Oh, thanks.
I thought it was
Let me,
working.
Plug this for a moment while I try and get us back online.
Thank
That's all I
I
can.
love Office Internet.
Says Mario Ito, Gotham City Gazette's editor-in-chief, after you ask him for permission to access Karen's belongings.
So we got in the blimp, left the building, went back in the building, went to the exact same office to see Mario again.
You just walk back in.
Excellent.
I love when my boss acts like an NPC. You get too involved. You get yourself into trouble. Besides, don't you remember you have other tasks to finish?
You do sound like Harley Quinn, by the way. Mr. J.
The articles about Maroney and the Penguins' war won't write
That's
themselves.
a good Harley Quinn.
There's also an explosion under the Kane Memorial Bridge. Poison ivy spotted in Robertson Park. Mayor Hardy's unfortunate conference. It's my true caller.
Is he like, look at all these things you could be reporting on, rather than,
Yeah, I think
you know,
so.
your friend who's probably dead?
Vicky's busy right now. Do you want to be Vicky? From
Fine, I'll investigate Karen's case after hours. How about that, you sigh? You know, I can't just ignore it and pretend that everything's all right.
Alright, back to Mario. Alright then, do what you want, but I can't give you access to Karen's computer. It was secured by the police after she went missing. I do have some of the documents though, and he continues, handing you a sticky note. I can give you the password to the folder where she stored all of her in-progress materials.
Ooh, well that's useful, isn't
Okay,
it?
ooh, read.
Okay, we
I
have
forgot the
Oh,
password, so I'm
thank
hotspotting
you.
off of my own phone.
We love a creative king. All right.
Right.
Read files at 003A.
This
Okay.
is good timing. So this is where we get to. So when it says read file, that's a thing on the app.
Oh.
So because it has Vale on the card, we're picking Vicky Vale here because it's her files.
Oh.
And then we're putting in, was it 004?
003A.
Oh, 003A. That's much more complicated. Okay. Oh, they belong to main goal. I was wrong.
Oh.
It's general math. Wait, should we all be logging into this so that we can see our secret things?
No. Your secret cards are here.
Okay.
Secret
Personal
goals.
goal deck.
They're not technically all secret. You can tell each other, but you don't have
Whoa,
to.
they
I
did a
like
newspaper spin!
Wow. News.
Okay, so
Extra, read all about it. Matthew Jarvis, hotspots on phone.
This is confiscation documents.
This is going to take us a lot more than half an hour.
Yeah, no, that's good. We're here for entertainment. We're here for the people. Confiscation documents. Karen Sinclair's personal belongings confiscated as evidence in the case. A laptop. 4 binders with notes from the last 4 years.
Wow.
Lord.
Voice recorder. 2 external hard drives.
Ooh.
I can confirm this is what you carry in your bag if you're a journalist.
Yeah.
That's what we carry.
The evidence was turned in by Mario Ito, and the evidence was secured by
By me.
Officer Thomas Kinski. There are also some notes for the Karen's notes stored in Gotham City Gazette's cloud.
Ooh.
Oh my God,
We're in the cloud.
They're in the cloud era.
That's
They're
why we're
still
in-
using blimps.
That's
My God.
That's what blimps use.
Yeah.
Blimps run on the
We're
cloud.
already in the cloud, Microsoft.
Would you like me
This
to read
is
through
cloud
these?
punk. Yes, please.
Okay, so
I can't
article
see.
draft. Oh wow, she doesn't type straight into the CMS. Not a true journalist. Article draft. Batman : Batman. Who's behind Gotham City's vigilante? Note: August 13th. I think I finally found a way to contact Batman. Gotta be careful though. It might be my only chance. Spacey will be mad. I just hope I didn't spill too much when I was bragging about it to that bartender at Tino's. Article draft. Wow,
Why
that
you
was a-
don't brag about your cases that aren't
yeah,
out
that's not journalistic integrity. Article draft. Falcone's connections to Gotham City's institutions. Notes. August 17. How does Carmine Falcone pay his elite hitmen? Hitmen, even.
Hitman.
Hitman.
Is Hitman?
Hello, it's the name's John Hitman.
elite hitman here.
No, Hitman was my father.
Maybe I should contact Batman to investigate it, or maybe at least tell him about all the death threats I've been receiving. Maybe tell your HR department you're receiving death threats.
Literally
not
anyone.
Tell
Batman.
Mario. I feel like he'll deal with it really well.
To be fair, Batman, pretty good. August 22nd, I was supposed to meet with the Cereso clinic today, but they cancelled at the last moment. They probably guessed I wasn't there to schedule a rhinoplasty. Or perhaps I don't look rich enough. August 30th. No need to bother Batman. For once, the police stepped up and promised to provide protection from whoever's been sending those messages. And maybe I shouldn't inform Mario about all of this for now. He'd be mad if he found out what I'd gotten myself into. September 12th. The officials still don't want to see me. Maybe I should ask Vicky to go instead. She was always more convincing. No, that's too risky.
I type like that.
I was
as well.
going to say, as notes. It's a very dramatic way of typing notes.
I'm IMing myself.
Also, all correctly, formatted. Like, grammar's there, rather than me slacking myself random, tidbits that I think of. Okay.
I'm gonna stop.
To be fair, again, I think she's a video journalist. I think that was a script. She was writing.
Oh, I can't.
That's why she's got all the external hard drives.
that's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, what's she gonna have? She need 2 external hard drives just for documents.
She's got all
While
sorts
storing
of 4K
While
footage.
everything
Storing a
else is in the
single
cloud.
Word doc on the cloud, but having 2 external hard drives with you.
You just never know.
It's just more secure to have it
Well,
as
she's
physical.
writing every single thought down
Yeah.
for every single case.
My bitcoins are stored on these. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. That was that file.
We haven't finished the bottom of it. I just got straight to the
Okay.
read. And then...
Ewannel, that is absolutely correct. 100%, yeah.
What did I say?
Context for the rest of us, Will's going to share with the class?
Nope.
What is it?
Because that's giving Dean just what they want.
No!
I know what you're up to, friend. I see through your little game. How is everyone doing in the chat, by the way? We're about to do our first giveaway. A little shout out to everyone who is in there. We've got Kathy Evans, Darren Morris, we've got Felon Angel Beat, modding as always. We've got James Verby, Peter Fisher, Kirby Rawstorn, Jan, Jay Salamander, Bunyan Snipe, Corin Horn, Iran, Lazy Boy, Bunyan Snipe again, JP Corky, Hermit Prime, Aidan Folks, Pamela Boomslang. What a name! Pamela Boomslang. We've got BMD Nerd, we've got Chris Field, Niv Mizet89, all sorts of new names in the chat. Lovely to see you all. And we are going to be doing our big giveaway.
Ooh.
Our first big giveaway in just 1 minute. So stick
Okay.
around.
Should I finish the card and then
Let's
we'll do
finish
it?
the card off and
Okay,
we'll do it.
right. Vicky. Well, Vicky's back now.
Yeah, Vicky's back now.
Vicky,
Thanks, boss.
you say and turn toward the door. Vicky, one more thing, he says, stopping you. The night Karen went missing, someone stole a car near where she was left. The car was found in the Cherry Hill Park 2 days later. The owner, Alice Torres, came to the office earlier today. She warned us to write an article about it. Apparently, she's mad with the authorities were ignoring her. I thought it might be of interest. Then we just turn it over. Then we
double-sided. Oh my god.
Oh, there's so much more. We gain card 3.
So I think that's a scene.
Oh yes.
Oh my god, it's a
Joker
comic
signer.
book.
Scenes are numbers, and personal goals are letters. So here is the scene. I'll show it to this camera. Probably
you
easier.
put it-
You're fully off, yeah. There we
Yeah,
go.
I'm showing it to the front camera.
Oh, they will not see
Probably
it
too
on
soon.
there.
But yeah, they're like comic book panels. So I think this is the dialogue from what Maddie's reading.
No one cleared the desk when Karen went missing. No one felt like it was the right thing to do. Or maybe no one could believe that she was really gone.
Yeah, I mean 2
They believed
weeks.
it pretty fast.
She could have
They were
literally
like,
just
"This is
like been on holiday or something.
Everybody
She's just
not in the police
sick.
didn't
Yeah.
believe it, yeah.
You
Might
walk.
just have COVID.
I put
She
it in the
just
holiday
has the
calendar.
flu.
It was in the shared calendar.
You walk up to Karen's desk. No one cleared it when she went missing. No one. Okay, we just read that bit. Vicky,
Where to begin?
you say to yourself,
Out loud, and then write it down in your notes verbatim.
"Oh, Warren."
Oh my god, it's me! What does Warren Spacey sound like?
That's right. Oh,
She was really into the whole mafia business, wasn't she?
says Warren Spacey, your fellow journalist, leaning back on his chair.
How do you do, fellow journalist? Do you need some help with the case?
Oh, sorry. He reaches into his pocket for a pen drive.
How many external drives do we have in this place? The police didn't confiscate everything.
He smiles cunningly.
I found it under Karen's desk right before they arrived. Maybe you'll learn something interesting from it.
All right. File 003B.
Freeb.
Freeb.
All right.
003.
Oh, loading. Oh, the small. Oh, it's a phone call recording. 2 male voices. Voice 1 has an Italian accent. Do you want to do voice 1, Maddie?
I think we need some more Italian.
Yeah,
accent
we should mix it up.
Okay.
Now, how's your Italian accent?
Bad.
Okay, all right. Never mind then. Where are we at? Oh god, this is very.
Who am
slow.
I? Another man.
Voice 1 has an Italian accent. Warehouse, September 19th. Make sure no one follows you, and the boss will be.
Sure thing, Tagaro.
Ah, yes, they're all Italian.
I told you not to use my name over the phone.
Jeez.
Not on.
Jeez, all right. By the way, how are things in the...
Same as usual. No problem with deliveries. Falcone will be glad. Are you sure your phone's not wired?
What? Why? Okay, gotta go.
I'm going into a tunnel right now.
That was a real normal conversation we just had.
Criminals do just speak like that.
Yeah,
which
that's-
is why
do.
you can...
Oh, okay, boss.
Ooh,
It's done
okay.
score, baby.
It
It's
is done
so
score.
hot here, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can we
it's
turn it
hot.
off? It's so
We're trying
warm.
to get that authentic New York summer.
The steam pouring from the grates in the studio.
Okay. If Spacey on the team, he gains card C.
My goodness.
Goodness. Oh, I gain.
You
Yeah.
gain. So you can share
Oh, that's
these
nice.
out, and you might want to for the sake of the audience. Oh, sorry, I've really.
No, that's okay.
Oh,
I'm
this
just
is-
fixing
We've
it.
got some sort of very melodramatic
Oh.
scene setting here. Your desk is a constant reminder of time and repetition. The stained coffee ring to the left of your computer, the faded letters on your keyboard, the 2 slight indentations on your wooden desk where you rest your arms on a daily basis.
Yeah, we've all played Disco Elysium.
Yeah. Something's got to change. You've been writing criminal retrospectives for years, and the only one you remembered for was about the Joker. And that's only because people are sick, and readers eat up the blood and absurdity he leaves behind. My name is not important. You need something big. You need to write a piece that means something. A piece that matters. When Vale makes it very clear that she wants to look into the sudden reappearance of Karen, your spirits begin to rise. Karen wasn't exactly a friend, more of a friendly rival, really. Sitting so close together, you would always banter about who's going to bring down the next big bad of Gotham City. Neither of you ever did, though. You were both too busy clearing the whiteboard of the assignments that your editor-in-chief kept refilling. This is your chance. Karen was targeted, which means she found something out she shouldn't have. Made an unhealthy connection to the city's criminal underworld. Facing consequences is what this job's all about. You've stared into the heart of madness. What's the criminal underground compared to that? This will be a piece of cake. Personal goal? Find out what information Karen uncovered that caused her to be targeted.
I feel like we all want that, though.
Yeah, do the
You're not
mystery.
special. We're all trying to do that.
Well, I guess if we've got limited leads,
Yeah,
it'll be
true.
like, oh, but I really want to do this because I want to find
This
out
is so
what's going on,
true.
you know? So
Right.
it's interesting. I like the idea that we've got like conflicting interests for this.
Yeah, that's very fun.
It makes it less. What's the word? Quarterbacky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
So we've been to the Gotham Gazette.
And we gain another
Oh yeah, we gain more evidence.
evidence.
So what do we do
Further
with this
leads
evidence?
from here.
So you can spend evidence at certain points to certain cards will require it, or our special abilities
Oh,
on
yeah.
our cards.
I can
allow
spend
us
an
to-
evidence to get a picture of myself.
Yeah, so those are sometimes used for your personal goals.
Okay.
Two evidence for one
And
selfie.
the Batman symbol, the Joker face, and the police badge,
Ooh.
they provide, you have to get those to get access to specific places.
Okay.
Ooh.
So for instance, we actually have Underground as an option on this card to go to. So it now goes on the board.
Ah.
But to go to the Underground, we must spend a Joker face.
That is the sound of the underground.
Yeah. So to get a Joker face, we have to...
I can
think
get
it's
one
yours.
for two, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got that Joker ability.
Mm.
The Joker action.
You visit /intel.
So our further leads are we can talk to the owner of the stolen car at City Hall, ask Spacey to ask his informants about Tagaro in the underground,
Sorry, I'm just laughing at Angel Beat's comment. Sound of the underground, colon.
or we can ask Spacey to dig into Karen's work on the mafia at the Gotham City Gazette.
Can we also go back to the leads we had in the first card, or is that now our only
Yeah,
options?
I
okay,
think
cool.
you can go to those.
All
We
right.
need to introduce Catwoman. Catwoman hasn't arrived yet.
I'm just hanging out in the Diamond District.
Of course you are.
Let's visit her in the hospital, I would say. We got an eyewitness.
Yeah,
can
number
visit
one.
Karen.
Ooh, okay.
We'd
All
be
right,
like,
sweet.
where
Oh,
were
yeah.
you, Karen?
We should probably just speak to
Karen,
Karen.
what the hell is going on?
Karen, please.
Okay. So where is the hospital?
Beep, beep. Hanging out in my blimp.
It's downtown.
Downtown. Where
So when we
something
visit
is
these, you
something.
technically flip them over,
Oh.
which doesn't really matter for most of them, apart from I think the GCPD headquarters. Once you've been there, it then costs you badge.
I guess it's
Wow.
like after hours at some
Yeah.
point.
That's
Okay.
fair.
Downtown.
Card number one. Try and read this one.
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right. Downtown in the hospital. You arrive at the Mercy Hospital and two policemen watch over the entrance to Karen's room. One tall and chubby and the other shorter, fidgeting with a toothpick. Gain card one, which I think is a scene again.
She had a toothpick.
Although I'm about to read that stuff. So,
What have they done to you?
who wants to do voices? Oh, the first one speak. I'll just leave the flowers and I'm out, you assure them.
Give them to me.
The tall one answers.
I'll take care of them. Take care of it.
Other cop. Third line.
Come on, Giggs.
Says the other cop.
Sinclair's unconscious. You're mine.
Giggs doesn't seem too happy, but he steps aside and lets you in. You shiver when you see Karen. All the cuts and bandages. What have they done to you? You whisper. What have they done to you? As you approach her bed, she opens her eyes slowly. Who wants to be Karen? Was someone Karen before?
I don't think so. No, we've not spoken to her yet.
Okay, someone be Karen. It's
Where is Karen?
here.
Vicky.
She asks faintly. You set the flowers down on the bedside table and arrange them so the policeman can't see she's awake.
A pen drive under the desk. I told them
I had to. And Tagaro.
Who's Tagaro?
Remember what I said about removable storage?
Where were you, Karen? Who's Giggs again? Are you Giggs again?
I'm other cop.
Okay, so it's Maddie.
Hey!
Yells
No,
Giggs.
no talking to the patient.
She was away for 2 weeks, you answer. Just updating her on a little office gossip. Giggs just rolls his eyes.
smell of lavender in the car. 8, 9,
Karen continues.
and then darkness. Constant darkness. They called him Dollmaker.
Why is everyone Italian here?
We're in New York.
The true conspiracy.
New accents.
Karen, you need to tell... wait, hold on.
This is Italian female, it's different.
Karen, you need to tell me more, you whisper.
They asked me about the Batman. Asked me if I knew him. Of course I knew him. 8, 9.
How did you get out?
She risked a lot to save me. Thank her for me if you see her.
Who's her?
Who wants to be... Wills, you can be doctor entering the room.
All right, time's up.
Says a doctor entering the room. I'm happy you're safe, Karen, as you say as you exit. Leaving the room, you overhear Giggs making a phone call.
Yeah, Vale, I don't know. I'll see someone in Arkham later today. I don't...
The other cop nudges him, and he immediately changes the topic.
Where are we?
Here.
Passing the card around
Fine.
definitely helps with the speed of the Let's Play. Yes, Claire's doing well. She'll recover, just needs to rest.
You keep moving, minding your own, and pretending not to overhear anything. You feel their stares on your back as you enter the elevator and exit the building. Moreover, you have an uneasy feeling that someone else has been observing you as well.
What need do we have for stairs if we're taking the elevator, huh?
You friends with her? A woman asks, stepping from the shadows. This is not the voice I should have done for this. Okay, Maddie, you do this line.
What, you friends... No.
Because it's...
Oh, you're friends with her?
A woman asks, stepping from the shadows as you leave the building. You recognize her immediately.
Because everyone here's got the same voice.
Yeah, friend, colleague, you stammer, as Catwoman stands before you.
The Catwoman. Oh my
You
god.
found her. She, told me to thank you.
Where am I looking? I'll try and do different ways. It wasn't like that.
Catwoman says.
I was doing what I do. She just happened to be there, and I'm curious. I plan to go back as soon as I can.
What do you want? You ask as the charm wears off.
Actually, this is a bit annoying.
Why was she there? What's her connection to the clinic?
You want my help? You cut her off at the opportunity to work with Catwoman. Don't you have
Where was
more
the opportunity?
capable
I didn't
friends?
invite you. I do, but he can be a bit moody. And I assume Miss Vicky Vale has a few tricks up her sleeve.
They're talking about Batman.
Oh, no way.
What?
If Catwoman is on the team, she gains card A, which is from the personal goal deck. We also gain a clue thing, an evidence. We have some further leads. We can see what Catwoman uncovers when returning to the clinic. We can follow Giggs after he's done with the shift at the hospital, which will take us to Arkham Asylum.
Ooh.
Or we can see if Catwoman's friend, I don't know why they don't just call him Batman, can help you find more information about what happened
Show,
the
don't
night
tell,
Karen was
man.
abducted.
Show, don't tell.
Guess where you're meeting Catwoman's friend? It's in the Batcave.
we just don't know though.
It's
who it
Alfred,
is.
really. They're just that much closer. Batman's always so far away.
Alfred is moody.
He is.
Do you want to
Alright,
read your...
okay.
Oh, that's so much text.
Being adopted into a wealthy family and then abandoned and left to fend for yourself doesn't do much for your faith in humanity. And honestly, when you hear about Falcone's new location for laundering cash, you figured you'd help yourself. You broke into the Sarissa clinic looking for a nice treat and found nothing but trouble. Karen Sinclair, tortured and already on her second life, as far as you could tell. Who knows how many of your 9 you have left?
I'm really enjoying this Channel 4 documentary.
I wasn't sure what I'd just seen, but I knew it was going to go.
I was in Gotham City meeting Catwoman's friend.
This isn't like Falcone. If you wanted a journalist to disappear, they wouldn't be found. Something else must be going on, and who knows, maybe it'll be a worthwhile payoff. Even those Gotham City Gazette goons seem hot on Falcone's trail too. Eager as always to play pretend detective. Can't blame them when real badgers like Bullock can barely find his piece, let alone a decent lead. Even the Bat mentioned they're working together on this one. Perhaps helping could earn you a favor. He might even provide some insight about the people who tried to kill Karen. You decide to give it a shot. Make no mistake, you're not one to play well with others, but even cats will play with mice to work up an appetite. Settling a score with Falcone and making up some cash does sound scrumptious. Personal goal, find out how Falcone is involved in the case.
Joshua Dupree says Ross Kemp does gangs in Gotham. I'm just imagining, I'm Danny Dyer. I'm about to meet Gotham's most Italian criminals.
We should give away a copy of the game.
Yes, we
we
should.
said we were going to do that.
we got
haven't
like 2 more
we got two
cards.
into our own performances. True actors.
Everyone who is in the chat, you are in with a chance of grabbing yourself a free copy that will be sent out to you by our good friends at Portal Games, completely free of charge. We don't even have to take your address, which is nice, so we don't have to deal with that.
Well, we need it first,
We're
and
going
we
to send
send
them
it
off.
to them.
But then we can
Please tell us
immediately
where you
forget
live.
about it. We can immediately forget about it, and then there's no GDPR problems.
We won't keep it on 2
And
external
to be
hard
clear,
drives.
please do not put your home addresses in the chat. Please don't do that.
Please don't dox yourself.
We're going to give you like a prompt of some kind, and then we're going to pick the first person that answers, and then if they could please then email contact@dicebreaker.com. That is contact@dicebreaker.com with like a screenshot or some kind of proof that it's you. We'll know your name from the chat, and then tell us your address as well, and we'll get it sent out to you.
We can
All
always pin a comment too, just as a reminder for people.
So
Okay.
here's how this is going to work. This is just copy number 1 of 3. There will be 2 more giveaways throughout the stream, so please stay tuned. I'm going to ask you a trivia question about Batman
Ooh.
and all of his universal links with whatever. If you are able to get the answer, then all you have to do is be the first person to correctly type out the answer. If there is a spelling mistake, then it will not be you, I'm afraid. But if you're the first person to answer correctly, then you will be the winner.
Ooh.
So please, everyone, have your keyboards at the ready.
Prepare yourselves.
We've got a pinned comment, thank you very much, Matt, in the live chat to show you what you need to do if you do win.
Again, don't put your address in the chat. Do not do it.
I cannot make this clear enough, please.
Captain Grimo says the answer is the Riddler because he's cool. In this case, I'm the Riddler. And
Oh!
riddle me this. Your first question is, in the newest Batman film, Catwoman is played by the daughter of which famous rock star?
All right.
We are eyes on the chat. Oh, JP called me with a spelling mistake! Oh, bud. There it is. BMD Nerd with the first correctly spelled answer. It's just the speed at which JP was typing out. Just could not handle his
It's close, but it's not quite right.
So close, says JP. Congratulations, BMD Nerd. You have won yourself a copy of Batman Everybody Lies. If you would like to, please send us an email. You will see in the pinned comment. It's contact@dicebreaker.com. Send us an email there with a screenshot that shows that you are the owner of that YouTube account. And then we will ask for your address and we will send it on to Portal, who will be sending you a copy of the game.
And if you missed out this
Nice.
time, we've got 2 more copies to give away. So stay tuned.
2 more copies coming up. We are absolutely going to take 2 hours to do this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you get a note of the name? Just because I don't have my
I
phone.
will also, yeah, it'll be fine.
Alex Meehan's answer was Dolly Parton, by the way, just in case anyone.
Oh, great choice.
I'm afraid Alex Meehan is exempt from entering this competition because she is staff or related to someone who works for Dicebreaker. Okay.
Should clarify that if you're related to anyone.
Don't even bother. Don't even try it.
Okay, let's continue, shall we?
What are we even doing? I've lost my mind.
You just read your personal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we've got now several
So
more
many
leads we can
leads.
follow, including
Gone to the
Arkham Asylum, the
hospital.
Batcave, and the Underground.
Should we?
We could spend some to get to one of these places. I've got Batman.
We could finish up all these because
Yeah,
these
that's
seem like
true.
the key information.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Okay. We've already done Gazette. We've already done Hospital. Yeah, so let's go to the GCPD headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
Blimp,
Happy?
blimp, blimp.
Yes.
Blimp,
So-
blimp it up.
When we blimp over there, we now have to flip it over because it
Okay.
will cost us next time. I'm just going to double check what happens when we hit the green. Because I think that then starts our
Skidding
countdown,
into car
basically,
park.
towards having to finish, yes.
Oh,
Did you just move that, or is
Yeah.
that still to be moved?
I just
okay,
moved
so
it there.
once we hit the green recaps spots, we can choose when to end the game from then on, when we
Okay.
feel that we have solved the mystery.
I love that they're like, there is no way that you know yet. Please.
Please.
There is no way that I know yet.
It's like the Sherlock Holmes consulting detective thing, where you can kind of turn it in at any point, but you always get it wrong.
Okay.
Like you can spend 2 hours on it, you can spend 20 hours on it, you'll always get it wrong.
Let's figure out what this Italian American sounds like.
Okay.
I'm gonna give this one a real bit of sandy grit.
Oh.
Good, yeah.
Sinclair is safe. Lawmaker is in Arkham. Everyone is happy except for Vicky Vale, always on the lookout for a scandal.
Yells Jack Nettles, named after the food he eats. The cop you've been nagging for the last 15 minutes.
I hope you're aware that we don't have time to reinvestigate closed cases. Maroney and Cobblepot are at each other's throats again, and we're risking another gang war out there.
Oh, it's me. Karen Sinclair was missing for 2 weeks and no one knows what was going on with her.
You answer.
I got carried
Take
away.
my
I'm
line.
sorry. Don't you think her family deserves some answers?
Who is now talking? One thing I wish these games would do is just put the character at the start.
Right.
Yeah,
like a
make
play.
it like
Yeah.
a script.
I
'Cause
mean,
we
they're
kn-
not necessarily designed to be read out in the way that we're doing
No,
them.
you can play them in a group though, right?
Yeah.
She'll tell them herself when she's in better condition.
He says and puts on his cap and a jacket, ready to leave the office. You don't move.
Eh? You're not going anywhere, are you?
He sighs.
Lux.
He waves at another policeman.
Give her those files Kinski put together.
Ow. He turns back to you.
You'll get what you want, but I warn you, you won't learn much from it. Kinski is not the most thorough officer at this station.
Officer Robert Lux hands you the files. Read files 002.
002. It's my time to shine.
Here we go.
It's a Gotham City Police Department case file. Wow, they've got a good font. They use the Batman font. Congrats to Gotham City Police on having a friendly font. Case file is GCPD 0919/86. Investigators, Officers Jeremy Giggs and Thomas Kinski.
Giggsy.
Victim, Karen Sinclair, Gotham City Gazette journalist, 32. The abduction description of events. On September the 19th, Karen was attacked by local gang members in a warehouse located in the Diamond District. She was saved just in time by Batman, who happened to be patrolling the streets nearby. The gangsters fled, and Batman pursued them. But first, he notified the police about Karen's location and asked them to escort her safely to the hospital. Officer Jeremy Giggs and Thomas Kinski volunteered to take on the task.
You know, we never really see in the Batman movies when Batman pauses to ring the cops and is like, just so you know, this person's here. I'm in a criminal chase, but like...
I'm a little caught up right now.
No, fifth in like...
When Officers Giggs and Kinski arrived to escort Sinclair to safety, she wasn't there. Officer Kinski remained on the scene to wait for forensics, while Officer Giggs searched the area for Karen Sinclair. 3 of the gangsters, including known hitman Gus Weller, were caught and
Gus?
placed in Blackgate Penitentiary. They didn't know anything about Sinclair's abduction. Main suspect. On September the 26th, Giggs and Kinski discovered an illegal surgical room in the sewers beneath the Diamond District. The evidence found on the scene, including various human body parts, suggested the place belonged to surgeon Barfan Mathis, also known as the Doll Maker. Mathis was arrested and placed in Arkham Asylum.
Is he a surgeon, or does he just think he's a surgeon?
That man's
I
ever
don't-
been to medical school. The evidence found in Mathis's surgical room included Karen Sinclair's blood, Karen Sinclair's little and ring fingers, brackets right hand. Documents proving that her organs were sold on the black market.
How is she still
Wow,
alive? What?
Oh, jeez.
Did they give you a receipt on the black market? There you go, mate.
There's a 1 heart.
28-day warranty on that one.
The black market is
No, that's
famously
just
good
good.
for paperwork. Yeah.
You're going to leave a trail, you know? They're all about leaving the trail.
Okay.
All
What are
right.
your expenses?
You return the files and leave the building, frustrated. You'll have to find another way to get more information about what happened to Karen. Suddenly,
I mean, that's pretty good information.
Yeah.
suddenly you hear a voice behind you. I guess we both agree that something doesn't feel right about this case. You turn to see the officer in a long coat that you saw earlier at the station. Detective Harvey Bullock, he introduced himself. How are you? Oh, no, that's you, Matt. That's what I mean.
How are you involved in the Karen Sinclair case?
You ask. You don't have time to talk to another incompetent police officer. Oh!
That's gonna sting.
I'm not. But if it has anything to do with whatever is going on behind closed doors in the police department, I'd like to look into it. It was meant to be Adam West, but it turned into Nixon. That was a case of. If Bullock is on the team, he gains card B. He's
No.
not. Sorry, Bullock.
Not invited.
We do gain a magnifying glass.
Oh.
A clue. Further leads. We can ask Bullock to obtain the Dollmaker's files. We can ask Bullock if he has any informants in Blackgate to discuss Dollmaker, Gus Weller, and Karen Sinclair. Or we can talk to Giggs and Kinksky about the investigation.
All right. We got a lot of leads. What are we thinking
Oh,
so
so
far?
many leads. Okay, we finished these leads at least.
Oh, we've done all three of those.
Done
now?
all these.
Okay, great.
Okay. Where would be good? Right now we can go to City Hall.
Well, we can add Blackgate Penitentiary because
Oh,
we
yeah.
have it as a thing now. So we have all the
Sweet.
locations.
All right, we can talk to the owner of the stolen car at City Hall. Ask Spacey to ask his informants about Togaro Underground. Done that one. See what Catwoman uncovers when returning to the clinic. No, have we done that? No, that's Underground. Follow Giggs after he is done with a shift at the hospital, Arkham Asylum. See if Catwoman's friend can help with you find more information at the Batcave. We've done that file. Well, no, ask Bullock to obtain Dollmaker's files. Ask Bullock if he has any informants in the Blackgate to discuss Dollmaker. And talk to Giggs and Kinksy about the investigation downtown. That's where we're at.
Okay. What are we actually doing? These are all done now, so let's bin
Okay,
that
let's
off.
go off.
That's gone. There we go. We're starting to whittle down these leads.
Nice, nice.
All right.
Well,
I mean, Batman was there on the night, right?
yeah.
So I feel like we could ask Batman.
Should we chat with the bat?
He's probably more trustworthy than slightly iffy.
But we already know that she was abducted by... Wait, no, that was... We know that she has something to do with the Dollmaker. Okay, let's just chat to Batman.
Okay.
We should meet Batman.
So I think
You need to now spend.
Yeah.
Cashing in.
Let's get ourselves a bat
to
token.
get the bat, and then we spend the bat to go to the Batcave. All right. So
Sweet.
if you flip it over as well. That's
Oh my
Arkham.
god.
Oh, sorry.
Good lord.
Good.
Spoilers.
Now it costs double.
Oof.
Well, it costs, free evidence, essentially. All right. So then that, very slightly, and then that moves up.
Taking our blimp.
And then whatever card it is.
Number 11 for the Batcave.
Maddie, would you like to read?
Oh.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Oh, sorry. I can't pick them all up. Okay. Is that Batman? Who wants to be Batman?
I can be Batman if you
Okay.
like.
Big gruff voice, man.
Just because you know the way in doesn't mean you can come and go as you please. I don't think that's
hurts.
that bad a Batman.
Not in a good way. You respond as Batman appears suddenly. And I know you're not expecting this, but I need your help. He doesn't respond, but pulls his cowl back and sits down heavily at the monitor. Wait, who is this?
That's you.
Okay. What exactly were you doing in the Diamond District on September 19th, you ask? You have business with some high society ladies.
Ooh. Make.
Oh, this is a long paragraph in a Batman voice. I've been following the gang members since late August. I knew they were planning an illegal arms transaction in a Diamond District warehouse. I didn't want to interfere too early. I waited until they were all in one place. Unfortunately, Sinclair decided to choose that same moment to bust them. I don't know how she knew about the location of the meeting. She was hiding, recording their conversation, and they discovered her. I had to act.
And what about those gangsters you caught? Did you interrogate them before you tied them up and left them like gift wrapped for the police?
Of course.
He answers.
One of them was Gus Weller. He was a hitman who collaborated with Falcone, but wasn't exactly part of the gang. He owned shares in the Black Rose Casino, though. It officially belongs to millionaire Elena Scott, but it's not hard to deduce that it's a front for Falcone to launder his money.
I'll go to Blackgate and beat the answers out of Weller. Maybe he'll remember some details,
I don't think you will.
says Batman.
He died in Blackgate a few days ago due to an accident. He fell down some stairs. His shares were redistributed the same day, as if someone knew it was going to happen.
I would have really liked to get my claws in him.
You sure you have the restraint to be doing this kind of work? Not that it isn't nice to see you pretending to be a good guy, but I never thought you'd involve yourself in something like this.
I feel awkward. Should we leave you two alone? I don't...
I'm a complex woman, Bats. I thought you knew that by now.
Anything else I can do for you, Selena?
He asks when he calls you...
Dox her, Batman. Jesus.
Wow, I have people here too. He asks. When he calls you by name, you know it. He's not in the mood for small talk.
I mean, he said a lot there for Batman.
Yeah.
That was talkative.
This is a lot. I got everything I
Yeah.
needed and more, so. Gain an investigation. And that's it. The
Okay,
Batcave.
that was a dead end at least. So we're not getting way more cards than we need to.
All right.
Let's put that one over there.
Okay.
With the dead leads.
Bin.
Okay. Is anyone paying attention to what
I was going to say, what did he actually just say? Because I didn't take
The problem is...
any of it in.
it's going in here and out here.
If
Too
I'm,
busy doing voices.
if I'm reading it, I'm just like, when's my part? When's my part? And then I'm like, what happened?
And
Like-
cute. Okay.
the chat, you know. Oh, by the way, if Matt refuses to be able to speak after about 10 minutes, you'll know why.
That was such a long paragraph.
That's
Okay.
when you turn the card over and it's like, oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What have I done? What did he say?
He said, da 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 da, I was there, the police. She was recording them.
There was a stocks.
Stonks.
Someone had some stonks and they got resold.
All
They
right.
were
Right.
investing in stonks, Selena. Selena, did you accept my invite to my NFT Discord? It's decentralized. I promise. They're the least fungible things you've ever seen.
I want my Batman monkey. Where are we going? Do we want more files? Do we want to go underground? Speak to some crims?
The hitman in Blackgate died in an accident, says Irene. So we should probably
Yes.
not go to Blackgate.
Okay.
There was, like,
yes.
There were little quote marks around it, but I didn't know if Batman would use quote fingers. An accident.
Accident. Yeah. Okay. Us reads it once for fun. Us has to read it again.
This is just my brain.
Okay. Yeah. Same. I want some dollmaker files. I think.
Yeah, let's go after Dolma.
Because he's doing something. He
Yeah.
sold her organs.
Yeah, there was her blood, her fingers, and her organs were gone, and that was all in.
But she's
his
alive
place. Yeah.
somehow. So, okay. We gotta cash in a cop
Oh,
coin. No,
I
that's
Bullock.
can't get the cop coins. It's-
Bullock can, so you use them.
Oh,
as
we
an
can still
informant.
use Bullock stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, so
okay.
you never get locked out.
Okay.
Basically, it just means you can't pursue his individual goals.
All right.
Is there anything that doesn't cost us that we could try?
Yeah.
So it's these 4 places normally. So Gotham City Gazette, City Hall, downtown, and then GCPD
We could go to
foot
downtown, talk to Giggs and Kinski about the investigation.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, they found her, right? So
Yeah.
they might,
If it's free.
Why not?
yeah.
Hey,
it
it's
costs
free.
us his time.
It is free real estate. What if our hands touched when we were reaching for the blimp?
Slide us up. The meet cute. Is it 8?
Yes,
I would
sorry.
like to read.
Do you want me to take over because you just did a lot
don't
of
mind.
reading? You can if you want. It's your
Right,
turn.
okay, sure. It doesn't, as long as Batman doesn't show up.
Please, Batman, don't come here.
You contact officers Jeremy Giggs and Thomas Kinski and tell them you want to write a short article about the happy ending of Karen Sinclair's case and their part in catching the dangerous criminal known as the Dollmaker. You schedule a meeting with them at Tino's. The bar is popular among the policemen, and you hope they'd feel comfortable enough there to tell you everything you want to know. Who was Giggs?
I can only
That was
imagine what
me.
Tino sounds like.
It's such a relief that Mr. Sinclair is alive.
says Officer Giggs, a chubby tall man in his 30s.
I cannot imagine what she must have gone through after she was kidnapped by Dollmaker. The things she must have seen.
Officer Kingsky.
Phoning that one in, Gates.
Where are we?
Yeah, no wonder she still doesn't want to talk about it.
Adds Officer Kinsky, a shorter man who reeks of matches and nicotine.
I think Batman would be
Hey,
relieved.
hey,
Is that
hey,
you? I
that's
don't
me.
know.
I don't know who that is.
This
How
is,
do
this
we
is
know?
exactly what I'm saying. They should put the character at the start so you know who's talking.
I think Batman would be relieved too, knowing that even though he put Sinclair in danger, she ended up alive, you note. Kinsky starts fidgeting in his chair.
Yeah, though I don't know what he was doing there in the first place.
He says,
He's really seen so close to the Diamond District. It's not the most crime-laden part of the city.
it wasn't your territory either, as far as I know, you point out.
Oh.
No, but we were in the Diamond District to pick up Gig's daughter from a friend's house.
Says Kinsky.
So we were nearby when the call came through about Sinclair's location.
Dollmaker had only 2 minutes to kidnap Karen after Batman had left, and you arrived.
Excuse me, Miss Vale.
Giggs interrupts.
I thought you wanted to talk about the aftermath of the investigation, not the investigation itself.
Is it a problem, officer?
No, not at all. But we have nothing more to add to what we said before. Batman notified the police about where he left Karen Sinclair. The captain ordered us to go there. We arrived as soon as we could, but Sinclair was already gone. A few days later, we found evidence against the dollmaker. Unlucky girl.
You were sent there by Captain Gordon? Didn't you just say that you were merely nearby when the call came through?
Bum,
You
bum,
ask.
bum.
What? What?
And why were you the only one at the scene? When did forensics arrive at the scene? And where were you, Giggs?
First of all,
Says Giggs, his face a darkening red.
you shouldn't have had access to such information, Miss Big Time Journalist. Everyone remembers your gossip column. Second, I wasn't there because I went looking for Karen Sinclair and I got lost. I don't know my way around the Diamond District. Third, if this was in some way around if this is some reveal the dark secrets of the police kind of interview, then it's pointless. Come on, Kingsley, we have better things to do.
Yeah.
That's that, but we get to gain an evidence.
Ooh,
Okay, there's some
suspicious.
non-surprising
Don't act
corruption
suspicious.
happening.
Don't act suspicious.
Who would have thought?
Don't.
Suspicious.
Corruption in the police force. I, for one, am shocked.
Okay, it was free and suspicious.
Okay.
Right.
Something in the underground, maybe. We got a lot of stuff in the underground. But also, I don't trust these, and I don't know what more we
What
can
was
do
the
with that.
clinic? See what Catwoman uncovers when returning to the clinic.
I think is it Dollmaker's clinic? So that's where they found
Oh, maybe we should go there
blood
then.
and
Yeah,
fingers.
we're already in. Oh no, it's
Yeah.
the underground. Sorry, not downtown.
And then if we go to the underground.
Downtown.
Alright, wait, who's cashing it in for? You're cashing it in for Joker.
I'm the Joker, baby.
Okay, so I can spend one to unexhaust all the tiles. So I actually make it like everything cheaper. for what it's
Oh,
worth.
that's
Oh.
really good.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Which is good because it only adds an evidence thing. So once you've been to like multiple, you might as well just use
Yeah.
per thing.
Sweet. Okay,
Cool.
let's cash it in. Blimp to the underground.
Right.
How the hell does that even work?
It's a
Driving
amphibious
that blimp down.
amphibious.
Driving it down.
Goodness.
Driving it down some stairs.
Okay, we are running out of time already.
Ooh.
All right, what number is this? Number 9.
Number 9.
All right, but this is about you, Maddie.
Okay.
So I'm going to narrate to you.
Okay.
Prepare to mine.
What am I doing? Okay.
Gain card 4 first.
Please, mine.
This is from the scene deck.
Oh, I was miming it.
That could have been to Matt. Matt could have done that. Ooh,
Well, there she is.
lovely colouring.
Yeah,
You
they're
know
all
from
set.
experience that vigilantes and criminals don't always have the luxury of quality, safe medical care. It would make most casual citizens sick if they knew how many back alley medical procedures took place on a daily basis. You make your way through the Diamond District, climb the fire escape of the Soriso Clinic, and slip in through the window, which you rigged last time you were here. You make a beeline to the office of the clinic's unofficial owner, none other than Carmine Falcone, one of the most powerful crime lords of Gotham City.
You.
He's not here. The conflict between Maroni and the Penguin is causing chaos on the streets once again, and he wouldn't be himself if he didn't get involved. The last time you were in this building, you were here for valuables. You didn't find anything in the office, so you slipped through the sterile corridors of the cosmetic surgery clinic to the much less sterile basement, where instead of high society patients recovering from dermal fillers, you saw all kinds of criminals being stitched by outlaw surgeons working for Falcone. That's where you found the beaten and tortured Karen Sinclair. The room where they kept her was even more gruesome than the rest of the illegal surgical rooms in the basements. Apart from some old and unusable medical equipment, there were many dusty doll heads and blood-curdling pictures of human anatomy on the walls. Now you've returned to look for something other than money. In the drawer of the desk, there are several files that look potentially useful for blackmail or harming the reputation of Falcone. Among his personal files, you find the documents of Barton Mathis, known as the Doll Maker. He had been working here for a few months 3 years ago as a surgeon and organ harvester. The last note in the file says, May 24th, end of collaboration. There are also documents of several other doctors, the candidates to replace Mathis, but you don't recognize any of them. Lastly, you log into his computer. The password isn't too difficult. Sophia, but the S is a $sign. His favorite daughter.
Iconic.
There you find even more information that throws a bad light on Carmine Falcone's business. Medical documentation of the clinic's patients, at least the official ones. $100,000 for a rhinoplasty, $300,000 for breast augmentation, $150,000 for lip fillers. This place is definitely a money laundering business. Game 1 clue.
Ooh. Clued up.
I mean, that's not how money laundering works. Things are just overpriced. It's not money laundering.
The password isn't too difficult. Dunce with a backwards E.
All of my work stuff.
All right, shall we do the next giveaway?
Oh, we could do.
It's been about half an hour since
Has
the last
it?
one.
Perfect.
It has.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes.
And what have we achieved?
Not a lot.
I saw an interpretive dance of Batman, I think.
If you would like to be with a chance to win a copy of Batman, Everybody Buys, the detective investigation system game by Portal Games, who have been lovely enough to send this out to us and are giving away 3 copies via the stream. We've already given 1 away. We've got 2 more to go.
Woo!
As the pinned comment says, all you need to do is, if you are the winner, email us at contact@dicebreaker.com with a screenshot of your YouTube account to prove that it's you. And then give us your address so we can send it over to Portal Games, at which point we will immediately delete it. GDPR compliance. Now, if you missed the last one, here are the rules. I'm going to be asking you a Batman-related trivia question. All you have to do is answer it correctly. And if you are the first person in the chat with a correct and correctly spelled answer, then you will be our winner. So now I need to think of a trivia question. I definitely was not stalling for time. Let's see here.
Okay, I've got one.
You got
Okay.
one?
Yeah, what's the name of the Batman comic that famously features Calendar Man and takes place at a certain seasonal time of year?
There you go.
Ooh.
I don't know the answer to that.
Definite article included, please.
JP Corkery says Long Halloween.
It is Long Halloween. I'll give that to
JP
JP Corkery.
with the clutch comeback after a
Nice.
misspelt first answer.
Well done, JP Corkery.
My
Congratulations.
goodness gracious. To come back from Lenny Lavitz to whack him with a Long Halloween, it's a huge one. JP, congratulations, you have won yourself a free copy of Everybody Lies.
Nice.
Please send an email to contact@dicebreaker.com with proof that this is your YouTube account and your address, and we will send that game over to you via Portal Games. A big thank you to them once again
Nice.
for
We've
organising
got
this giveaway.
one more to give away, which we'll do towards the end of the stream.
Stay tuned, folks.
We've
It's
got
coming.
a mystery to solve and a game to give away.
We've got 2 mysteries to solve. Who
Two
did
mystery.
it and who's getting the game?
Oh!
Okay.
Okay.
Now what? Hands up if you know what's going on.
Dollmaker's been fired?
Mortem went a lot smoother than this.
Yeah.
We just did a bit of police
I
brutality.
feel like we should. This isn't necessarily the game's fault.
No.
This is us
No,
being
this
silly
is
and
just-
playing up
Absolutely
for
head
camera.
empty.
So,
I just cannot read. I'll just
Yeah.
say that. And if I do read, I'm not taking that information in.
okay, so we did Dollmaker's files. No, we went to.
went to the clinic.
That
Rise
was it.
says now that's a Batman question, brackets, no shade wheels. I was trying to keep it nice and easy so everyone had a chance.
Look, you got to trust in the chat. Loads of people
Yeah.
got that.
I forget that we're all dweebs here.
My wife is massively into Batman, so an entire shelf is
Nice.
just nothing but
Oh,
Batman.
dream.
Okay. So, all right, let's find out what we know. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly, the Dollmaker was torturing.
Allegedly. Please, my client.
Allegedly, the Dollmaker was torturing Karen. However, the police turned up way too early for it to be a coincidence that they were there. They're denying that. We know that there's money laundering going on in the business.
And he's been let go. So it's like, is that the possibility he's like been let go before? So
Yeah.
like he wasn't even in the clinic when her blood was there or something?
She also, like, the police gave up the search after only 2 weeks. And
Yeah.
she's still
Feels
alive.
like Dollmaker's being set up, the police are acting shady.
Yeah, the two police officers who happen to be in that part of town. I feel like there's some kind
Can't
of
get their story
organ
straight.
smuggling ring going on.
We've got the card.
Well,
from-
also, so I think there are visual clues.
Oh,
So,
what?
Yeah, so if you look on this
Cat.
badge, which you probably can't see on camera, but that officer's badge is 289.
Oh, stop. What? This is a picture of her with a man, and you don't know who he is, but it could be him.
He's got
Wait, who's
a
this?
scar on his cheek, by the way. I'm guessing that's Falcone. He's got
Yeah.
a 3-clawed scar on his cheek.
Is this you? Yeah, that's you.
That is me.
What are you doing in this image?
Where I work, Manny.
Oh, there's some.
Always
There's some
suspect
yeah,
wheels.
there's a drawing of Batman and Falcone with the scar on his cheek on the floor by her bin.
Or photo.
Or photo, yeah,
I'm not sure,
maybe.
because
It's a comic, so it just looks like a drawing to me. The calendar
It's
doesn't say
all
anything.
drawings.
Ah, this is why I'm confused.
So I can't remember which officer that was. That was Giggs and someone were outside of the
Kinski? Yeah,
Giggs
and
hospital
Yeah, this is
room.
when we went to visit Karen.
yeah.
Oh, was that Kinski as well?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
we just both Giggs and Kinski.
They're a double act.
We have a chat.
We know this.
We have a chat joke from Chris XX, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Anyone like a little Batman joke?
I would
okay,
love a
go
Batman
for it.
joke.
What do you call Batman and Robin when they have been rolled over by a steamroller? Flatman and Ribbon.
That's good.
Nice.
That's
Right.
Okay. Oh, should we follow someone after they follow Giggs after he's done with the shift at the hospital?
Yeah, let's do that.
Follow him. Let's follow him.
We haven't been to Arkham Asylum yet,
No.
either, so... Wait, we need a Batman.
I
We've
can
got-
I can
we've
pay
got
that
enough
in. I can
Batman.
pay to get in Batman.
Here we go.
Blimp, blimp,
Alright.
blimp.
So this moves up
Is that
to
a print
12.
error?
Yes, I think there is a print error on that one.
Okay.
Oh.
So if you
Oh,
flip
I
it
see.
over, basically don't read that last sentence and flip it over and it will start on the other side.
What?
What?
This first sentence is also at the bottom of the other page because I think they accidentally printed it.
Oh, I thought you meant I had to just start
No, no,
from
no.
there, and I was like, I'm so confused. All right, Vicky. You wait until Giggs is done with his shift at the hospital, then start your car and follow him. You know exactly where he is heading, and your skin crawls. How? I don't know where he's heading. Oh no! Every time you approach Arkham Asylum, you have the same discomfort.
The characters know. We don't.
I thought this was after his shift. I don't know. We'll find. Well, he's going to Arkham Asylum. You have the same discomfort. It's a grim house in a grim city. Amadeus Arkham's mad spirit surrounds the instability of this place. You follow Giggs through the main entrance and realize he's here to visit someone. He's led into the visitors area. As the attendant asks who you're here to see, you panic and quickly blurt out the first patient that comes to mind and then immediately regret it.
I'm here to interview the Joker.
As you wait, a bit terrified, you overhear Giggs' conversation with someone you don't recognize. A blonde woman with a creepy smile. She must be a patient. Oh. Just make sure Mathis keeps his mouth shut, okay? Giggs hisses to her. I don't care how you do it. He's mad that we used him, and Falcone is worried that he's out for revenge. And we'll get you out of here, eventually. But we have to play our cards right. You sit facing a thick plastic divider and continue listening. But after their short exchange, Giggs pushes back his chair with a loud screech, and you turn to see him leave. You notice that the blonde woman is staring at you. Her strange, slight grin begins to fade slowly as you feel someone behind you approaching the divider. Joker?
Is it the
Is it
Joker?
I don't-
It's the Joker.
yeah.
Can you do a Joker
It's
voice?
the Joker.
Oh, Miss Vale! What a pleasant surprise! Anyone ever tell you why the amputee couldn't be a reporter?
Nope. You're out of your seat and following Giggs before you hear the punchline. Giggs leads you to an abandoned tenement in Coventry. Instead, he opens one of the mail slots in the hallway and takes a thick envelope. No, inside, not instead, that's confusing. Inside, he opens one of the mail slots in the hallway and takes a thick envelope. When you try crossing the street, a large semi cuts you off and you lose sight of Giggs. But you approach the mail slot and you can see a few left behind rose petals.
Rose petals.
I have
In
a
an
question.
investigation. Uh-huh.
Why couldn't the amputee be a reporter?
I don't know the end of that joke.
I gotta know!
Anyone?
Well, he doesn't want to know.
Yeah, I don't think
Just-
it's going to be very sensitive, I'll say that.
I think it's the
No.
Joker, so I guess it checks
Yeah.
out, but... all right.
Right, what have we just done?
Oh.
There were rose petals in the mail slot, and
Okay.
Giggs was
He
like...
went to see a blonde woman with a creepy smile.
Harley?
We'd assume. What other blonde... What other blonde women are there? I've
What
never
other-
seen
what
enough
other women are
blonde
there in the
women.
Batman universe?
Chat, if you're blonde, we know it's a lie. There's only one.
But he was like, hey, tell Mathis to keep his mouth shut. So it suggests that, yeah, Mathis is being set up.
Roses. Roses? Oh my god, it was Seal! That's his beautiful murderous voice. I mean, that song was made in tandem with the Batman movie, so...
Oh my god, yeah.
Christopher Rose has a Batman music video.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, and rose petals, some mail.
Wasn't Black Rose Casino mentioned at one point?
Oh my god, it was. But where?
But where?
But where? If anyone remembers, please tell us.
Well, we can look back at these reports.
Oh, maybe it's in a
probably.
report.
Let me see if we can find out a bit more. Whoa.
We never get leads from these, do we? We just get information.
Yeah.
Just information, yeah. But I think the whole thing is information, basically. Because at the end it will probably ask us questions.
Oh,
Something Falcone.
I can't answer them.
Oh no!
I can't answer them.
I love the spinning.
Yeah, the spinning's
so
good.
I don't know how legible it is on stream, by the way. Sorry about that, but there's a lot of stuff to get on screen.
Yeah.
And then file 2 was the other one we saw. Is this the one that mentioned Black Rose? Diamond District.
You control
Black
find
Rose
it.
was definitely... I don't think so, these are just images. It was definitely mentioned somewhere, right?
Did Batman talk about it?
Oh, maybe.
Our friend Batman.
Big Bats.
Big old bats.
Hey, Bats!
What you doing, bats?
All right, well, should we just follow another lead? Because we can't...
Rose Casino.
Unless we have a lead for it, we can't get there anyway, so...
Mr. J!
Are you going to the
Here we
Black
go.
Rose Casino?
One of them was Gus Weller. He was a hitman who collaborated with Falcone, but wasn't exactly part of the gang. He owned shares in the Black Rose Casino, though. It officially
Okay.
belongs to millionaire Alina Scott, but it's not hard to deduce that it's a front for Falcone to launder his money.
Okay, so that and the plastic surgery are his money laundering
Yeah.
things.
At which point, Catwoman says, "I'll go to Blackgate and beat the answers out of Weller. Maybe he'll remember."
But
some
we already
details."
know he's
And
dead.
he says, "I don't think you will. He died in Blackgate a few days ago due to an accident. He fell down some stairs. His shares were redistributed that same day as if someone knew it was going to happen."
Well, maybe we should go to Blackgate to see, to ask other people and be like, why was he killed? What's his links?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So we can spend our two evidence to get a police
Thanks,
symbol.
Bullock.
Cheers.
What a load of Bullock.
Hey.
Up to 13.
Oh.
Oh God,
I'm
we're gonna have to
out of
start
time.
answering
Lucky.
questions soon.
This should come to, this should work out just about perfectly
10.
for the stream though.
Sweet.
So yeah, they said this prologue is meant to take about half an hour.
Oh,
We've been
like-
playing for about an hour and a half so far.
Board game estimates are always under,
Yeah.
but when you're on a stream,
Oh,
it goes
yeah.
out the
Forget
window.
About it. Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Fuck everybody in this world with me!
All right.
Whose go is it to read a
I
card?
feel like I haven't done one in a
Yeah.
while.
Oh, go ahead.
Blackgate is a nice reminder that not everyone in Gotham City is insane. Some are just evil.
A
Wow,
nice
what an
reminder.
opening sentence.
What a statement. Thanks for that.
This once condemned structure has held and protected us from the likes of Talia al Ghul, Bane, and even Catwoman for a time. Obviously, some are worse than others.
I'm the worst. I'm not like other girls. I'm worse.
You make your way to the southern tip of the city and cross the bridge to Blackgate Isle. The first inmate you're interrogating is Sid Sullivan, a petty mafia
Siddy.
boss who ended up in Blackgate after Sinclair's investigative expose ran and uncovered his shares in the illegal arms trade a few years ago. Who wants to be Sid Sullivan?
Where is it?
That's it.
Karen Sinclair,
He asks.
the journalist who had an informant among Falcone's men and was writing something about the gang. Good thing Falcone finally took care of it.
What voice is this, man?
I know, I started
Is she
and then
on
I
a
lost
roller
it.
coaster whilst talking?
Yeah, I started. I can't stop. Yeah, he's just wild. She deserved what she got. She should have stuck her nose in the family's business. Maroney, Falcone, and Cobblepot were all getting more and more irritated by her. She was obsessed with Batman, and they were afraid she'd cooperate with them to bring them down. It couldn't end well for her.
Next in line is Maisie Maureen, a hitwoman from the Narrows Ewan Gordon sent to Blackgate after she took down 12 of Maroney's men. She knows a lot about other active assassins in Gotham City. Wills? One paragraph.
Gus Weller.
She wonders.
Yes, I know him. Or rather, I knew him. He died a few days ago, pushed off the stairs by a guy with a rose tattoo on his neck. Had a big scar on his face as well, and kept singing music. Gus spectacularly failed his task, so he probably deserved it. The rumor says it was Tagaro who ordered the assassination. Don't ask me who Tagaro is. I just heard the name.
Then
Well,
you
I am
descend
asking.
to the lower part of Blackgate Penitentiary, where all the particularly gruesome criminals are kept. Jeez.
The gruesome criminals.
Down here, you can almost hear the waves crashing against the cliffs of the
Wow.
Blackgate Isle outside, and the lights flicker ominously in the narrow corridor. The guards bring in Alec Cook, a former Sawbones, who ran an illegal practice in Crime Alley. He must have heard about the dollmaker. Dollmaker? He was mostly a freelancer. A few years ago, Falcone hired him in his money laundering business, the plastic surgery clinic, or rather its underground section for injured criminals. It's a cheap place, they deal in illegal transplants, and so on. He eventually grew tired of Dollmaker, who started to experiment on his own in the clinic. I met him in Blackgate before he was eventually moved to Arkham. He gathered a couple of guys and was talking about his last surgery. He created a balanced man, as he called it. He sewed together the body of a beggar he found on the streets with the body of a broker from Gotham City Bank. Eventually, the police muscled in and interrupted the surgery. Did he ask anything about a woman, you ask? No, he didn't mention many women in his crazy monologues. You asked the guards to keep these interrogations a secret, just in case.
Have you seen the guy on TikTok who does like
Okay, no,
scenes from The Godfather if they had cast Rich Naoani instead?
Oh,
Because that's the energy it was given.
Look how they massacred my boy! You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
All right.
Okay. How many leads do we have left?
We've moved this, right?
Yeah.
And this, so we've got three
We've
remaining
essentially got three
turns.
Okay.
James for me says, would not have expected Australian to come out today, and I think that's on me. I should have known better.
There is a Tagaro over here, and Tagaro's name has come up before, but I don't...
Oh yeah.
We don't have many clues though.
And the
so-
roses-
No, I can't afford. We can't afford
Oh,
it.
that's true, we can't go to the
It's too
underground.
expensive for us.
Is there anywhere we can afford to go?
It's a good question. Downtown? Oh, we already did that, right? We talked to
Yeah.
Stacey Kinski about the investigation.
Did we ask Spacey to dig into Karen's work on the Mafia?
I don't know if we did.
Maybe not. Maybe we should do
Oh,
that.
yeah. Which cards have we got left? We've got 4 is in here.
All right, let's do that. Downtown.
Vicky gives you. Oh, this is me as well. Vicky gives you the password to the folder where Karen stored her in-progress articles and notes. It seems that your newly resurrected colleague was obsessed with chasing down notorious mafia bosses. She managed to obtain some pretty interesting information. You always browse for your own findings, mostly drafts of articles the editor-in-chief wanted you to write. Read files at 004.
004.
004.
It's 004.
What are we
here
gonna
we
get?
go.
What are we gonna get?
Oh, it's long. Karen Sinclair, in progress articles. Red text is part of Karen's notes. Cobblepot property. The Iceberg Lounge. Impenetrable finances.
That's what I always write on my notes.
Maroni's property. Come a casa cuisine? Clean, question mark. Family business, double question mark. R&E waste management, question mark. Falcone's property, the Black Rose Casino. Silent investors, GW, FM, WH,
Oh, hold on.
WFAH. Rosemary's Restaurant, question mark.
Wait, hold on. So we've got Guy Weller,
Yeah. Maroni.
Moroni,
Something Maroni.
Falcone.
Is that Falcone?
What's Falcone's first name?
I don't know.
Is it Maroni Falcone?
Maroni Falcone. Maroni Falcone. That's amore.
I can't remember. An AH. Oh, is
It
that...
could literally be anybody.
Who was the casino owner? That was like Anna something. But I don't know if it was a H or something else. Anyway, I'll get
See
through
why
the...
they asked us to keep notes.
I'll get through the rest
Oh,
of
did
this.
they? That would have been really helpful.
Yeah, they do recommend you use a notepad and pen
Yeah,
to take
that
down
would
notes.
You know what
I was like,
really-
we'll be fine.
Yeah, you know what Matt said before the stream? He was like, we've got a chat, they can take
Yeah.
notes.
Chat,
chat.
who owned the Black Rose Casino? Please tell.
Rosemary's Restaurant, question mark. The Cereso Clinic, revenues, question mark. Brackets, Falcone's investors, who are they? Laundering shares, who are they? Spacey, draft overviews. Falcone's artful knife. A number of homicides took place this year. F. Miller. Hey, that's FM.
Oh.
A. Huck. Hey, that's AH. D. Manek and J. Doe and W. Finger. The connection, Carmine Falcone. The victims were wealthy and had almost no records with the GCPD or City Hall. It's almost as if they were set up to appear as transients, but were, more likely, mercenaries/hitmen. Of course, their connections to Falcone remained tangential. They were seen frequenting the Black Rose Casino often, as well as meeting with Falcone's business reps. Shares of the Black Rose Casino fluctuated on or near the dates of the murders. But aside from the accidental causes of death, no clear lines can be drawn, and thus Falcone was cleared of all charges. Oh, she made a typo there.
Embarrassing for her.
No, it's the
Yeah.
immersion.
It happens to all of us. The Joker Part 2. I love the Steve Miller Band. Mario's idea. I have no interest in writing this article. Sensationalism and sales. We're not a tabloid. But she wrote that in her notes. Just shit talk your boss in your notes. Whoop, sorry.
Matthew
I think that's the
Jarvis.
first time I've ever done that. The fall of Janus Cosmetics. Successful cosmetics company established and run by CEO.
Always on the mind.
SEO.
Always on the
SEO.
Charles Sionis, that's not good SEO. Close friends with Thomas Wayne, good SEO. It turned into a family business and ended in tragedy. Roman, son of Charles, began working in the company in high school. After the death of his parents, he made a number of poor business decisions and bankrupted the company. Later offered to be bailed out by Bruce Wayne, but refused.
Ooh.
Okay, flip that card. Has Warren Spacey spoken yet?
I don't know.
No,
He
I'm
did.
trying to remember what he sounded like. Okay. You call the office of the police captain at GCPD. Jim Gordon, my name is Warren Spacey, and I'm with the Gotham City Gazette. Do you have time to answer a few questions regarding Karen Sinclair? Not exactly, Gordon responds, sounding somewhat exhausted. Wait, Spacey? As in Joker Spacey? Yeah. I wrote that piece a while ago, but I'm currently working with Vicky Vale, looking into the reappearance of Karen Sinclair. You say quickly, hoping to get off the topic of the Joker. I see. Well, I don't know much about that case. I believe it was assigned to Giggs and Kinksky. Do you trust them? You interrupt. You really get straight to the point, don't you? As captain, I trust all my men. But are they officers I'm likely to share a drink with at Tino's? Or asked to babysit my kids? Ha! No way! Great. That helps a lot. Now, I'm looking at Karen Sinclair's notes, and they show that she was trying to find out what the GCPD never shook down the Black Rose... What? Trying to find out why the GCPD never shook down the Black Rose Casino. Or Rosemary's Restaurant. Or the Cereso Clinic in the Diamond District. When we all know the place is a front for Falcone. Listen,
The city is buried in bureaucracy, and that bureaucracy is supported by corruption. I myself can only maneuver so well. I have restrictions. The commissioner may be a better person to speak to. I have to go. There's some new serum on the streets, causing people to lose their minds. Keep up the honest work. As Gordon hangs up, you head to Vale's desk to share what you know.
That was a really bad phone line for Jim Gordon.
Oh no!
I'm going into a tunnel now.
We've got a clue though.
Oh, we can afford to go
We
somewhere.
can. What have we got
Where
left?
do we want do we want to go?
There are only 3 cards left in the deck. I'm not going to reveal what they are.
Underground.
They're 5, 6, and 7 to make it easier
We
to
can
track.
go to GCPD. I don't think we can afford anywhere else.
No,
That should have done that, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, we're watching Garth ring start place. Yes, we
Yes.
are. He was the
Always.
commissioner.
Okay,
All
so
right.
5, 6, and 7. So that's either ask Bullock to obtain Dollmaker's files.
Talk to the
Talk
owner
to
of the
the owner of the
stolen
stolen
car. Ask Spacey as informants about Tagaro.
My vote would be for Tagaro, because we know Tagaro was involved in the assassination of...
Where's Tagaro?
Oh,
Can't get there.
Can't afford it.
darn it.
We could go to City Hall because it's free.
We
Yeah,
could
which
go.
one is City Hall? Number 5,
Number
5, yeah.
5.
which is the.
Talk to the owner of the stolen car.
I think that's all we can do, right?
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
We've got enough to spend on
Okay.
GCPD, so we can
Which
also
was-
go to number 6,
Oh, true.
which is ask Bullock to obtain Dollmaker's files.
I
I
feel like
think
we know quite a
Dollmaker
lot
is a
about
red
Dollmaker,
herring.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I think we should go to City Hall.
Because Dollmaker's
Okay.
been set up by someone else.
Yeah.
We know.
We do know this.
So 5?
Yes, we know.
Then, Matty.
All right. It turns out that Alice Torres, that's who AT is. Is it AT? It was something A. Turns out that Alice Torres has called the never
The H
mind.
is silent.
I was so Torres.
Hooters.
Has called the Gotham City Gazette 3 times already, furious that no one is taking her seriously. Her car was stolen on September 19th, but because it was found 2 days later, no one thinks of it as a problem. Still, she's determined to find the thief. She lets you know she'll be at City Hall notifying the politicians about the GCPD's incompetence. You arrive and notice a short grey-haired woman leaving Councilwoman Josephine Goodwin's office, angry and frustrated. Who is this speaking? Okay, it's her. She said it's not in her power to make the police pick up an investigation, she says,
I do declare.
not bothering to introduce
About
herself.
200 years ago.
You follow her to the parking lot. You cannot count on anyone in the city. This is Vicky Vale.
Is this the car?
You ask.
I love the movie is just Matt Jarvis. Everyone else has a
cute.
special
I feel like I
voice.
should have done like a Solid Snake voice, because she often just asks like very
Yeah.
short questions.
Is this the car?
You ask,
I'm
pointing
trying to
at
get
the
past
vehicle.
these cards. And my ass is dumb and thick.
Pointing at the vehicle the fuss is all about. You wonder why anyone would bother stealing such a heap and if it still runs. She opens the door and you're struck by the stifling scent of lavender. That came up at some point.
Ah, that's the car she was in, right?
Yeah.
She kept saying like 8,
Oh,
9,
she kept being like,
Yeah, she said it's
lavender.
not lavender, yeah.
and then 8, 9, 8, 9.
Yeah. The police said they can't do anything because there are no fingerprints except my own, says Alice. But I don't think they even look properly. Look what I found in the trunk. She reaches into the pocket of her jacket and shows you a small Ziploc bag with a single long black hair inside. I have no idea how it got there. I don't know anyone with hair this long. And even if I did, I probably wouldn't keep them in the trunk. I also noticed that the thief must have been tall because they adjusted the mirror in the driver's seat. I told the police about it, but no one listened, of course. Gain an investigation.
Well observed from the old lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that she found a single black hair in the
Yeah.
trunk of her car.
I was in a Ziploc bag.
Oh, was it
Which is
already in the
weird.
Ziploc?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she put it in the Ziploc.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I
Oh,
assume that
I
would be
think,
the
yeah.
case.
okay.
She said, look what
But I guess when she was
Just
like,
don't
hey, this might
know.
help find the thief.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we are at the end of the track,
Wow.
which I think means we now need to try and make our final report to Jim Gordon.
Okay,
Hello.
Jim.
Hello, Jim. Oh, no, wait, that's Jim.
You've got a lovely voice.
Thank you so much. This is how Bruce Wayne speaks. Then he turns into Batman. Okay, let's make our final report. See how this goes. It's loading. All right. Oh, that's small. Hold on.
Okay, I'll tell you what. For the sake
There
of
we
the visuals at home,
I've zoomed.
no, I'm gonna swap the things.
Oh. All right. Well, Wills does a tech thing. I'll start reading.
Okay.
It's late in the night when Vicky summons you all to the Gotham City Cemetery. She's waiting for you where Karen Sinclair's tombstone was standing just days before. Spacey and Bullock arrive first. Then Catwoman emerges from the shadows. Who's Bullock? Oh, it's Wills. I'll do... Wills, what's your voice for Bullock?
Just like, gruff man.
Hey, I didn't agree to work with... That's my Batman voice. Hey, I didn't agree to work with criminals.
Hey!
Says Bullock, reaching towards his holster. You all wanted to cooperate with me on this case, right? Vicky interjects and steps between them with her arms out. Then cooperate. It's time to share what we've learned. Are you ready to finish the episode and answer the questions?
I just don't know.
In the prologue, Vicky Vale's goal aligns with the main goal and she doesn't answer a personal goal question.
Okay.
Who kidnapped and tortured Karen Sinclair?
Please ignore the fact that we are now apparently doing a painting.
The secrets, industry secrets.
So this is for everyone.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is
So
all
it's
of
not
us.
the Dollmaker.
No.
Kinski and Gigs?
I don't... They were involved.
I mean, they rescued her, so she might be recalling details from that. They're not good, like, they're not
I
good
think they're
folks.
working with Falcone.
But I suspect it might actually be Tagaro.
Who is that?
Although
Who is
Tagaro's the
Tagaro?
assassin. Maybe it is Kinski and Giggs. Because they were there, right?
Yeah, okay, let's go for them. I don't trust them. Let's
Wait,
take
should
them
we see?
down.
Okay, should we see what chat
Okay,
says?
chat, please.
Let's
help us.
delegate this
Chat, have
to
you been
chat.
paying attention? Please.
Oh, love of God, I hope
Hold,
you have.
okay, alright, hold on. So Dollmaker is just not
Okay,
involved in
no.
anything, really. He's just the
Trying to be
search.
Dollmaker's been
framed.
set up.
Yeah.
Well, having said that, yeah, it was in Dollmaker's place, wasn't it?
Yeah, but then we found
Falcone owns it.
he'd been fired recently, and they were looking for new people.
Yeah.
So all his stuff was still there, but he wasn't working there anymore.
Can we take multiple? No, we can't.
There's anyone who
Yes.
kidnapped and tortured Karen Sinclair. I just wish I remembered who Tagaro was, like fully.
That's the assassin
It's-
with the rose tattoo that pushed the person down the stairs.
Well, he's in prison then.
Yes,
Is he in
maybe. I feel like it's either the officers or it's the Dollmaker because I can't
It's not the
remember if the
Dollmaker.
Dollmaker was being set up before or after the torture.
The
organs
officers
did
were
get removed.
there.
Yeah,
So they
Yeah.
were at the very least involved.
but they also rescued her technically. But was it that Batman arrived and they were like, "We were here helping"?
Yeah.
So should we go
But
with
if
the
they,
officers?
yeah, but if they kidnapped her, then like, how were they also at the scene when Batman turned up and she was missing? Wait,
What?
because Batman turned up in the she got kidnapped and then they turned up.
Because there's also the thing of like, obviously
So where
Falcone's behind all of this, but he didn't physically do the
I
kidnapping.
don't think
No.
he did it.
Okay,
he-
yeah. So who physically? Probably the officers. Then,
And they're
yeah,
working
on the
for
ground.
Falcone, right?
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. Let's go for
we're
that.
We're going for the cops.
Yeah. Does that feel right? Really?
Do you want to move on to Catwoman to answer personal goal question? After you click OK, it won't be possible to... Okay.
Sure.
Oh, it's asking us.
How is Falcone involved in the case?
Great question. Discovered that she was investigating financial. Okay, maybe that. Falcone wanted to have Karen's organs harvested and sold by the Dollmaker. I feel like that's quite specific. Karen Sinclair led a secret investigation on him commissioned by two lazy officers who didn't want to lose their jobs due to contaminants. I think it's the top one.
Yeah, I would say it's
Yep.
the top one.
You reckon? See, I think it could be the organs. But
No, I think the organs are like.
But why would he go for
convenient.
her out
And
of
obviously,
organs?
like, if you wanted her organs, she'd be dead by now.
Yeah,
well, she doesn't have any organs. They did get taken. Anyway.
Some of them.
Warren
But, like-
Spacey, it's you. What sensitive information did Karen uncover? And what made her dangerous in the eyes of her kidnappers? Karen revealed Gus Weller and Tagaro's identities to the police. Karen discovered Falcone's fraudulent business practices and the kidnappers feared she collaborated with Batman. Karen discovered conflicts between Falcone's men and their schemes against their boss.
Ooh.
The kidnappers were worried about Batman, weren't they? Because she was talking to him.
Yeah.
Did Karen reveal Gus Weller and Tagara's identities to the police? I don't remember
I
that.
don't remember
I don't remember
identities
that.
of.
No. I think maybe the middle one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. At the end of the episode, where was your investigation token?
Right at the end.
It was red.
I didn't realise that was
It's
going
okay.
to have an effect.
How many did we get right? We got the first one right!
Yeah!
Who kidnapped and tortured Karen Sinclair? It was officers Thomas Kinski and Jeremy Giggs. Explanation.
Oh my lord.
We'll stick to the short version. On September the 19th, Karen attempted to eavesdrop during an illegal arms transaction in the Diamond District, but she was noticed by Falcone's men and attacked. When officers Giggs and Kinski arrived to help Karen, she wasn't there, or so they claimed. In fact, they kidnapped her and transported her to the Cereso clinic owned by Carmine Falcone. A week later, it was announced that Karen was most likely kidnapped by the dollmaker. Her blood was found in his surgical room, where he was arrested 2 days later. And the lead investigators claimed that parts of her body were already sold on the black market.
Claimed that.
On October 3rd, Catwoman broke into the Cereso clinic to steal from Falcone, but instead she found the tortured woman. She decided to rescue her.
That's
She
good of
decided.
Do you know what?
I didn't have to do this.
Go on, then.
Wait, so how do we get
That's
to the
general,
next
so
one?
now click on Catwoman.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Is there a... No, that's it.
Okay, and now click
Okay.
on Warren.
Yay!
Nice!
We nailed it!
Absolutely crushed it, gang.
Epilogue.
Absolutely annihilated
Maddie,
it.
would you like to read this?
3 days after your meeting at the Gotham City Cemetery, Karen Sinclair family begins to regain her... Finally, not family.
I was about to say that.
That really
Grammar's
threw
been
me.
weird there.
Karen Sinclair finally begins to regain her faculties. She doesn't remember much from her kidnapping, but she finally decides to reveal her findings about Falcone's fraud and his connections to the police. The evidence she provided was so solid that even such a powerful mafia boss like Falcone couldn't avoid prison time. And you, the unlikely team who worked together to reveal Karen's real abductors, have caught the attention of a certain police captain.
Gang. Do you remember what she was talking 8989?
Yeah.
Oh!
Police badge 289.
I said that earlier. I literally said, look at the images.
Yeah,
I
but
said
you
it.
showed us the
Yeah.
police badge.
But we
and we were like,
didn't-
okay,
oh, cool. Wait till
We
that comes up.
Didn't realise why it was relevant.
Oh, so we should
There
have
we
been
go.
reading the information and looking at the scenes at the same time.
Comparison. Your answer is correct. 94% of playgroups selected a correct answer to this question. That's kind of
Sweet.
neat. I don't think that was
I
in
love
Detective.
that.
See you next time. The story continues.
Bum, bum, bum. But not for us, because we're ending
Guilt.
the stream. And to
Yeah!
get to the final part
Oh,
of the stream,
yeah.
of course, we have one more giveaway
Woo!
to complete. As we said, this is just the prologue. There's more coming soon. If you want to play Everybody Lies, then there are 3 separate investigations in here that we have not spoiled. So, yeah, that was just the prologue, just the tutorial, essentially. As you've watched this, you now know how to play, which means you can go grab a copy for yourself if you feel like it. But if you don't want to grab a copy, perhaps maybe you want to wait for a little giveaway, because we have one more copy to give away. As is pinned in the chat, we have a set of rules that you need to follow to win. We are going to ask you a trivia question. Matt, you've already got one ready because
I can make them up on the... Yeah.
Matt's a big Batman.
That's what they call me. Okay, yeah, so...
Wait, hold on. So first of all, winners are going to be counted based on who is quickest to answer, and the winner has to have spelt their answer correctly. So if you have a typo in there, we're going to go to the next person down. If you are the winner, then you're going to have to email us at contact@dicebreaker.com. That's contact@dicebreaker.com with a screenshot of your YouTube account and your address so that we can get that copy sent out to you. And we'll be deleting the address after we're done with it, because we're going to send it on to Portal Games, who will be sending the games out themselves. So, without further ado, your trivia question is...
which Batman villain famously turned Batman into the Broken Bat in the comic book series Nightfall?
Ooh.
Keeping an eye on the chat, because I don't know the answer.
It's Megan Williams was first with Bane. It is Bane.
Whoa!
I did
'cause
know
it's
that
Snap is
one,
back.
yeah.
Yeah, which is
Snap
then
is
in
back.
The Dark Knight Rises, but
There
it's
you
originally
go.
Nightfall. So yes, congratulations to Megan Williams.
Woo!
Please drop us your address to contact@dicebreaker.com. Do not put it in the chat, and we will pass it on to Portal Games, who will then send our free winners, congrats to all of them, a copy of Batman Everybody Lies, which we're
Man,
playing
you've turned
today.
our chat into Bane posting. You're a big guy. All right, thank you very much for watching, everyone. This has been
you.
Batman Everybody Lies, the detective system game. As we said, if you're interested in this, give it a Google. And it's not actually out yet, right?
It's out on May the 19th.
May the
yeah,
19th,
Portal
so this
Games.
has been a lovely little preview.
And again, we played the prologue, so normally the cases take 2 to 3 hours, but this one took about 2 hours for us anyway. But you probably won't play it in front of a camera to an audience.
Yeah, and you won't spend 20 minutes thinking up new voices to do. If you've
Well,
enjoyed
maybe
this, then please do stick around here on Dicebreaker. We've got plenty more content for you. If you enjoy watching people solve crimes, then me and Maddie also did a little stream of a game
Yes.
called Mortem, in which we were medieval detectives. Which went
did.
interestingly, but we did win.
yeah.
So feel free to go and watch that if you feel like it as well. And we've got plenty more tabletop stuff here on Dicebreaker. So click the subscribe button, click the bell icon to get notified whenever we put a new video live. And if you want even more stuff and want to support the channel, you can join our membership program by hitting the join button below. You'll see all of the fantastic benefits that you will reap as a part of that. If you want to see more of Matt Jarvis and his lovely editorial team, then please head on over to Dicebreaker.com for interesting news and reviews and previews and everything that you can put the word view after on everything that is tabletop related and beyond. Reviews. But thank you very, very much for watching. We will see you on the next one. I am going to let these guys wave goodbye.
Here he
as I drink on
goes. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks very much. And
Congrats to those who won. Have a lovely day, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.